Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Jordan Despong here for episode 4 of How to Improve My Mile. Um, we'll be putting a pause on the reviewing of the past training. So, in this episode, we would have been looking at the summer of 2016 and the fall of 2016, but I do not have a laptop right now. I just moved up to Ithaca this weekend, and I'll be getting my new laptop this week or next week. So, hopefully, we can get back into the reviews maybe this weekend, if not next weekend. So in place of that today, we're just going to kind of look at the move to Ithaca and kind of why I'm here, what I'm doing here, and give you a bit more of a full picture of me other than just a guy that pounds some miles and hopefully wants to run fast. So Friday night, flew out to Ithaca, flew over to Philly overnight, and then Saturday came up to Ithaca. Side note, they didn't put my bag on the plane on Saturday. They fly some pretty small planes here, so space, weight issues. I don't know, but my bag didn't make it here, and I only got it last night at like 7:30. So I went full 72 hours with no clothes, no bedding, no nothing. It was kind of a grind. It was depressing, and the worst part is I didn't have my running shoes, so I couldn't even jog. So I was pretty restless. Luckily, I bought my PS4, so I was a little bit entertained. I was able to kind of go to the store, get a few things, get a little bit set up. But last night I finally got the bags, was able to go for my first jog here. Beautiful campus, beautiful area, and then fully get set up this morning kind of with all my stuff. So maybe we'll dive into why Ithaca. I guess when COVID hit in February, I found out that I was going to be able to get my eligibility back. So I instantly applied for a master's in accounting at Nebraska, and then kind of in the back of my head was like, well, maybe I should try apply for an Ivy League school. When I got recruited out of high school, I looked at Columbia and a couple of other schools, but wasn't smart enough at all. It was kind of a hard no very quickly out of the gate there. So during college, kind of just worked hard and kept it in the back of my head that maybe we could do it at the grad school level. So I applied. Cornell had the program I wanted, and luckily, enough, I got in. And the easy option would have been to stay in Nebraska. I knew, I know the trails there, I know the system. It would have been very easy, I think, to have another very successful year, both academically and athletically. But again, I think it is the easiest option as well, and I definitely think there's more growth potential here, personally, professionally, which is big. I think you've always got to be looking for those opportunities in life to be uncomfortable and grow, outside of what you love. And for me right now, that's my sport, but I think that's easy to, be successful in most places if you want to work hard. So Cornell, I'm doing a master's in professional studies and management, specializing in accounting. So what that means, it's just a fancy name pretty much for a master's in accounting. You do all of the professional courses to set you up for the CPA exam. I'll take 2 or 3 of those papers while I'm in college, and then do the last one kind of during the summer. But for sure, before I start a job next year, I will have my CPA. So the nice thing with this program is that I was able to do a lot of the upper level classes in Nebraska. So there will be potential to do electives at like the MBA level, opening the door for a 1-year program here, either next year or down the road, to get my MBA also. So it's good. It sets you up kind of well for a good career. I'm either looking at management consulting, or I think it would be interesting to work in the area of accounting and merger and acquisitions. I just think it fascinates me how you can merge millions and billions of dollars of things together, and someone's got to be able to, put all those pieces together. So the timeline, I'm kind of here for, a year at least. Be running here, doing that type of stuff. Recruiting season starts kind of in a month for jobs next year, which I'll be partaking in, seeing if I can kind of stay out here on the East Coast. The way it works for me, I'm an international student here, so the program I'm in allows me 3 years of a work visa after college. So I'll definitely be trying to look to use that to work here, keep on running, and just doing some stuff like that. So I hope that gives you a little bit more kind of a overview of kind of what we're doing while I'm, doing all of this running, doing all this training. Maybe we could keep, updating a little bit more as to how it's going here. I'm interested to see what it's like coming, from Nebraska to an Ivy League. I don't know if it's going to be different. I'm ready to work hard, and I think that will show through in anything that I do. So, not that I don't think it will be hard, but I feel like you can be successful as long as you work hard, right? So, the training, I think that's what people like to hear about. Obviously, we started off pretty hot in that easy running period. I can't show you guys the spreadsheet, but we had the 4-week kind of periodization of getting back into running, easy running. I think we started off, and people will probably fact check me, it was like 50 miles, and it was like 67. And then I had the rough week last week, kind of where I didn't do as much. We hit 45. And then this past week, so August 10th to 16th is what we'd be reviewing on Monday. We did the long run. It was weird. I didn't really feel the greatest. It was pretty hot. I'm glad. I got to 8 miles, and I'm like, man, it's still downhill from here. 8 more miles of a long run, and I don't have to ever do one here again, hopefully. So we did that, and then on Tuesday I rolled into 2 easy runs. I just did an hour and 30 minutes. I didn't really go that fast. I ran like 7.6 in the morning, and then 4 in the afternoon with no short hill sprints that time. And then Wednesday, the longer speed session, I found a park near my house, just a 3-mile warm-up, 12 by 100, and then a 3-mile cool down. And it was nice. It was like I felt like I was moving pretty good. It was like a slight downhill, so I was able to run pretty fast, which was, it feels good when you're running kind of a lot of miles just to get the legs going. And then just one easy run on Thursday. I don't know, I just felt sore and I didn't really feel the greatest, and I didn't anticipate my bags getting lost, so I was like, we're still going to have a solid week if I don't run 4 more miles, but lo and behold, I lost the bags. Friday was interesting. I did the workout. I did a 15-minute warm-up, and then for 6 times, 2 minutes on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 1 minute off. So the 1 minute offs, obviously, I don't know if I explained it well in the start, it's like a float, so you're running a good pace, 5, I think on that workout I averaged about 5:15s on the ons, and then I'm just jogging like 7:30s on the off, and then a 15-minute cool down. And I was kind of nervous because obviously the week before I had missed the workout. I hadn't been kind of doing that type of running for 2 weeks, but after the first couple my legs kind of loosened up, and then I actually felt pretty good. I moved through that workout really well. I feel like, just the running, general aerobic conditioning around this, with all the easy runs and the long runs, it makes it pretty easy to just do 2-minute reps, and then the 1 minute reps for, I think, in that one, there's like a total of like 18 minutes work, so 18 minutes at like 5:15, so it's not like super hard, and I definitely didn't treat it as a super hard workout. I was just like, just chill, breathe pretty normally, but don't go to the well, or don't even go near the well. Just keep it, kind of in that high 160s range for the heart rate. So it felt pretty good. Obviously, I wasn't able to run Saturday or Sunday, which would have been an easy run and a long run, which is a big part of the mileage for the week. So I only ended up running like 51 miles that week. But if I had been able to run, I would have run probably 7 and 16, which is an additional 23, which would have got me up to about 75, which would have capped off that period. I think would have been really well, except over that period around 50, 67, 45, 51. So it's not awful. It's getting back into it. But now we're transitioning into like an aerobic phase, which is, the next 4 weeks of training, where there will be a big emphasis on trying to constantly use the aerobic system, looking at using it, at least once, if not twice a day, for an extended period of time. And that nice bread and butter phase is athlete, or if you read the HIIT training program, high healthy intelligent training, I think I can post a link. Really interesting article, and they talk about the heart rate a lot. I think that as I've used the heart rate, there is a certain aspect of feel, but like I mentioned in a previous one, for me it's more about keeping honest on the runs and getting out the door and actually getting benefit from it. So, this 4 weeks will be a big emphasis on getting up into, the 140, 150 every single run, and just a constant development of the aerobic system and the aerobic base. So this week, last night I was only able to do 30 minutes. I got my bags like 7:30. Sun sets at 8 here, and there was a big storm rolling in. So I wanted to go longer. I was itching to get out there, but being sensible as well about wanting to stay healthy for this next period of training. I just did 30 minutes easy. This morning I went for an hour, and then this afternoon I'll go for another 30 minutes. On Wednesday we'll do a longer run, kind of probably I think I'll shoot for about 75 minutes out there. I'm still trying to get into know the area, getting to know the places, so I'm trying to find some gravel or limestone trails. So I'm hoping by Sunday I can for sure, because 75 minutes pounding on the concrete will be enough for me and my legs. On the Thursday, we'll just, again, an easy hour, an easy 30 minutes. Both these days on the easy 30, I'll do some short hill sprints. The track's locked here, so any type of workout or any type of kind of longer speed stuff, I'm going to have to try and figure out either if there's a park or something. So it's all a learning curve, but, the emphasis is on the aerobic base right now, so I'm not really too worried. On Friday, I think I'll do 15 minutes just kind of jogging, 30 minutes with like an upright, upper end of the aerobic system. So in that sub-threshold range, probably, 150, high 150s, so like 158 down to about 165, and I'll just keep it up there for the 30 minutes on that and then I'll do a 15-minute cool down. And then Saturday, again, it will be back to an easy run, probably about 5 to 7 miles, just depending how I feel. And then Sunday, hopefully we'll do a long run. We will do a long run. I just hope it will be on some surface that's nice for my legs. But that's what it's looking like. I don't know what the total miles will be, but I'm assuming it will be in the 70s as we move toward just some consistent running. Obviously, we got back into the running. I'm fit. I can run the 16 miles pretty good now. The workouts had been, the one that I was doing on Friday had been good. Obviously, I'm back. I'm ready to train, which is the most important thing. So this next 4 weeks, we're really going to focus on getting, back into a groove, back into school, back into the running, and getting fit before we, start training, maybe for some races around here. I don't know what there's going to be, but it's a rolling plan. I'm hoping that I can get my laptop back so I can share the screen with you guys. I can get you in a little bit more. Again, I'd love to hear your feedback on what you guys want to hear, how you think it's going. But yeah, just a short one this week. I hope you guys have fun getting back into school. If you guys are at school, if not, have a great week, and I will see you on Sunday.